Hello, this is Christina with Making Sense Solutions. Today, I will be discussing the topic of sales tax nexus. So be sure to subscribe to my channel to receive a notification each time I post a new video. So today, I will be explaining how Nexus is created and also frequently asked questions that I receive when speaking with a new e-commerce client. So if you sell on Amazon, Etsy, Walmart, WooCommerce, or any other online platform, this video is for you. So let's talk about physical nexus. Now, everything I'm talking about in this video is not intended for legal advice. This is to basically give you a general understanding of how Nexus is created and give you some ideas of what you need to do in your current situation. But considering every situation is different, you need to speak to a professional. So nothing in this video is considered legal advice. So physical presence is, of course, where your business is registered, but also it's where the owners and employees live, where your direct selling contractors are located, where your inventory is located, where you're attending trade shows, and also the states your sales reps are working in. So this is a short list. There are more complicated things that will create physical nexus. Now, what creates an economic nexus? Of course, making a sale in a state. But it includes the total quantity of sales transactions for a specific time frame. It may not be this year, it may be a certain amount of months, or it may include last year. Also, the total dollar amount of the sales for the specific time frame. This is what creates nexus. Now, every state is different, and you have to know the state laws. And the best way to know the state laws is to go to Avalara or TaxJar, and they have blog posts that you can read, and usually they keep them up to date so that you could follow their advice from their website. So I'm going to go through some of my frequently asked questions. Okay, so if my business is located in a facilitator state, do I need to register with the state? Now, if you sell on Amazon, Etsy, Walmart, eBay, they are facilitator marketplaces. So do you need to register with the state? Yes, you need to register with the state where you have physical presence, whether or not you are in the facilitator state. So if your platform is collecting and remitting all the taxes for those states that you have physical nexus in, you'll submit a return for $0, but you still need to submit it to have compliance. So why is Amazon collecting sales tax when I haven't reached threshold? Now, all the marketplace facilitators are a third-party platform, and they reach the threshold immediately. Like, they take in so many transactions, it's like the first day of the year or of the period of time that the state is calculating. So that's why they're collecting the sales tax immediately. So if I'm not using a marketplace facilitator and I collected sales tax and I have not reached thresholds yet, what do I do? If you collected sales tax and you were not supposed to, you have to refund that to your customers. Now, what happens if I have been collecting sales tax or have not been collecting sales tax and I should have been? What do I do now? Well, this is a more complicated topic. It depends on how long you have not been collecting the tax. If it's in the present year, you can register with the states and then calculate the sales tax that you should have paid and remit it which can actually be very time consuming and complex depending on the amount of transactions. So you may want to contact a professional to do this for you. If it's in previous years, you need to just contact a tax professional. There can actually be criminal charges. I heard about a business owner in California that hadn't paid taxes in 8 years, and they shut down all of his bank accounts, seized all of his assets, and required payment in 3 days, or he would go to jail. And he ended up going to jail. So they really enforce that. So you need to make sure that you're doing what you're supposed to. So, and then where do you go to register for sales tax? Every single state has their own website for the Department of Revenue. So, and if you really want an easy way to be able to find these, I recommend you purchase my book. I have a book called Sales Tax Nexus Simplified, and I'll post it in the description below. But I have all this information and more that I'm talking about today. And I have all the links that you will need to register with the states and where to find more information. And I also have all the laws, and it's updated through May for the state Nexus threshold limits. So now some questions that you should ask when hiring an e-commerce sales tax expert. You need to ask them what Nexus is. I mean, basically, they should know that this is where you need to collect and remit. And ask them, what states do you need to register in? At minimum, they should know you need to register where you have physical presence. And then ask them, is your selling platform remitting the taxes? If they have no idea how the taxes are being handled by your selling platform, then this may not be the accountant that you want helping you with your sales tax. And then for the final question I would ask is, what is a marketplace facilitator? And if they aren't sure, they are definitely not an expert. So make sure that you are getting a professional to help you, because this is a huge liability. And just like I said, it can be criminal charges if you don't keep up with it. And even if you do keep up with it and you're not paying it correctly, then there will be fines and penalties, and you don't want to have that. So be sure to check below for my book, and I hope this video helps you. And if you have any questions, you can send it in the comments, or you can look in the description and see where you can find me. Thank you for watching.